Beerzerker! It's that alien out of space shit. You know what I'm saying? Hop Circle IPA from Phillips with R2D2 from Star Wars. Here to review a beer with Beerzerker. Alright. So Phillips, really liking a lot of the shit that I've had from Phillips. I'll tell you what, especially on their bomber line. And I don't know if they put this in bombers or we get what we get out here, and I don't get it all at once. Generally, I get certain parts of Phillips lineup, which is probably changing from time to time. I checked their website a while ago, and it looked pretty spectacular. They got a lot of cool shit, so definitely check it out and see what you can get from Phillips, because most of what I've had from them has been pretty badass. So I'm expecting a lot out of this beer, Phillips. Don't let me down. I can't remember if I reviewed this or not. I'm thinking possibly, but no. It's 6.5% alcohol by volume. These guys are out of Victoria, British Columbia on Vancouver Island. And, yeah. Serve at 4 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. And, yeah. It has a lot of outer space talk on the back, but let's just get into this beer. So, alright, quite a bit of CO2 there. It is a twist off. That was not entirely necessary. A fair bit of smoke and... Oh, yeah. Already liking what I'm smelling. So, expecting this to be a bit of a half-decent IPA, because there's no reason for a half-assed IPA. Sorry, I totally botched that pour. Didn't look like it was going to foam, so I went ape shit. That's okay. We'll showcase this IPA head and my incompetence. Alright. Half or 3/4 of a fist ahead, and beautiful. Beautiful. When I asked, I got the liquor store. I got burned on a couple bad bottles. There's the last one. I must took it out of there. I've had a couple Thornbridges that were way too old. So and then IPA was nasty. So and so was a White Swan, pale gold, white gold swan, pale ale. It wasn't all that great. Of course, how do you know when the beer's a year old and it's 3.5%? You know, it's gonna be shot. Or a year old. You're overdue, we'll say. So this is a big shout out to Andrew Hilton. This is a build your own 6-pack for $16. 16 bucks. So not the cheapest beer, but I mean, considering I got to pick one of each of what I wanted, and these are pretty badass beers. It works about what you'd pay for the 6-pack for most of these anyway. I thought it was pretty good. So I got the other ones. I got a couple from that Mexican one. Something about the dead or something. The skeletons on it. I can't remember the name of it now. Walking Dead or something. Yes. You know, I expect a little bit out of my IPAs, maybe a bit much. I think everyone should. This one hit the mark. Here's a color shot for you. Very pale. Nice head there. Check that shit out. Looking a bit soap suddy on the sides, but it's dancing up nice in the middle. Fabulous. It's nothing. A great, just straight bitterness in the finish. It's very bitter in the finish. And you get of course, the dry hoppage, the West Coast style hops. Pretty basic, really. But it's good. It's not weak. It's not flimsy. It's not the it's just straight up plain Jane IPA in their line. It's not the most outrageous thing I've had from Phillips. They make some pretty cool craft beer type styles of things, and it's almost to the point where I don't know, like IPA isn't really. When I think of craft beer, I'm thinking of like something like their Puzzler, which no one has even checked the review on that. It's a Belgian black IPA at like 9% or something. It was pretty fabulous, so check them out. I did a few reviews of some other stuff. The white IPA, Electric Unicorn, which I thought was pretty fabulous. It's not, I don't know if they're the first ones to do that or not, but it's a pretty good brew. Yeah, I'm really loving this flavor. It's a little bit flat in the hop profile. It's a little bit one dimensional. I'm getting the one variety of hop in the dry hoppage and the floral, perfumey aspect of it, and then I'm getting a lot of bitterness. If I was going to complain about anything, I'd just have like another dimension, like maybe add another variety of hop, maybe it's a little more fruity or something, just to kind of round it out. I'm not real big on the fruity hops, but maybe just something to round it out a little bit. A little bit of darker malts is all I'd call for, but you know, not all IPAs are identical, and that's a good thing. So very very straightforward, very classic, like West Coast IPA kind of thing. So look at that head, nice. So you haven't burned into the channel soon. R2D2 here, converting into kegerator as we speak. Ran out of spray foam, so I gotta buy some more spray foam. We're gonna insulate this top real nice. We got the keg ready to go. All right, and then I got my chill plate in. This is all ready to go. It plugs in. He's got a heartbeat. You know, it cools. This thing will get cool. I just want to insulate it. Modify the sides here. This was a pop cooler. Thanks to Alex from Nova Scotia for donating R2D2. Super fucking cool. We'll have him up and running hopefully in about a week. So it's like September 20th, 21st, whatever. So, yeah. Coming to the channel, I'll have a fucking cool ass video on building this kegerator. And this is not just a bullshit kegerator build. We're not drilling a hole in the door of a refrigerator to run a CO2 line into it. I mean, I took the whole fridge apart, man. Like, I ripped the lines out, exposed everything. The lines went all through the sides of the refrigerator, tore it open, tore the back out, removed everything without any Freon leaks. It was a huge pain in the ass. Bent everything in, slid it under, mounted it in there. Cut a hole through the bottom of this thing to bring the chill plate up, which is the actual freezer compartment, which actually was the freezer, which bent around, and I can actually wrap it around the keg if I want. It's some serious kegerator shit. So if you're into homebrew, fucking check out the kegerator build. And if you're not into homebrew and you think all homebrew kits taste like shit, all homebrew kits do taste like shit. That's why you gotta go all grain and brew shit that's even better than what you're buying at the store. As long as you got about 6 hours to brew it. And you like cleaning shit. Beerzerker, this beer is pretty fucking good. Not the most outrageous IPA. It's a little bit tame, but it's not a bad beer by any means. It is a little more hops, a little bit more, maybe another hop, a little bit something to copper it up a little bit, and I'd say that'd be a hell of a brew. I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 11. Not my favorite Phillips brew, but it's definitely a beer that's sessionable and you'd want to bring to a barbecue, and I think it'd be quite popular. A lot of people like this. It's not. You know, I drink a lot of beers. I try a lot of beers, so I don't necessarily always want something real wild. But in an IPA, I like them a bit heavier, so it's not my bag completely. The quality's there and that. It's just fucking a little bit more wild. And I'm sure they got another IPA that's what I want. This particular one is a little bit tame for me. But yeah, so I rate out of 11. What did I say? It's 8.5. 8.5 out of 11, which is a pretty good brew, really. It's not as a respectable rate, but I do really like these guys' beer, and I definitely advise checking out their bomber line, because that's where the wild shit is with this. So check out the Electric Unicorn review, and plus their Black IPA review I did less than a month ago. So it should be in the list. Check out the channel. Damn it, why not? No one checks the channel. I got a fucking chart. YouTube gives me a chart. No one fucking comes in through the channel. It's all random shit. Check out the channel. I'm going to try and bring some more cool shit. So Beerzerker, and I'm out.